Just Dance 2020. We're taking a look at the game on Xbox One X. So, with this game, there are some rules around the content. I can actually have gameplay only show up as 25% of the screen, which is kind of annoying. It makes me feel like those weird videos on YouTube where they try to hide the TV shows. Anyways, let's jump in. So this entry is a special anniversary edition. That's why we get an All-Stars area. There is also a kids section, which has a focus of directly kid-friendly songs. But let's be real here. All the songs have been censored and cut down so that they're all basically friendly for anyone. The kids section is purely kids. Moving past that, there are 40 songs on the disc, and then there's Unlimited, well, Just Dance Unlimited, and you get one free month of that. It's a subscription service that basically just gives you entry to like hundreds of songs, since they've got like everything on there. This is the kids area, just so you get a look at it. If you're wondering why the gameplay is blown up at this point, that's just because it is not gameplay, it's menus and UI, so that should be fine. But once we do get to the routine, you'll see that it is taking up a portion of the screen, as opposed to being full screen, so very weird situation. Okay, so with this entry, you do get a good selection of content. I mean, you get the 40 songs, you get basically the quick play where it's got everything like sweat mode, and just all the features that you expect are kind of all back and are included in that particular area of the game. Then there's All Stars, which is a celebration of the series of Just Dance. Basically, it has a song that has been selected from each of the various games. So basically, you get to play through the history of the series, which apparently includes a lot of Katy Perry. I'm assuming they just had a lot more of the licensing for her particular songs, or her being on a song there, because she appears many times there. It's a weird selection of songs, and then when you get through it, you get to unlock High Hopes for the rest of the game, which is from Panic at the Disco. So it's fairly quick. It's an extra little mode. There's some little fun cinematics there as the panda bear moves through time and space to get everybody together. It's okay. I mean, I didn't particularly have an issue with it. I didn't think it was anything special. It's just an extra thing to play to unlock something. So it's like, okay, cool, whatever. The kids section is nice because, I mean, if you want a family-focused thing, you got that set up. And the regular game includes a decent selection of tracks. There's definitely some big hits there, as you can see. It's like, you know, Bad Guy, and then we've got Old Town Road, and then we've got a number of pretty big hits, I'd say, from today. It also seems like it's more of a global type release this time around, because some of the songs I've never heard of at all, and they're definitely foreign, what I'd consider foreign. So I just thought I'd mention that, as personally I didn't think that they had a huge hit with the soundtrack in this one. There's some good stuff in there. Again, you know, we've got like I Don't Care from Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, Seven Rings, Ariana Grande, I Like It, Cardi B, and you know, there's Talk by Khaled, and there's other songs on there. I'm sure a lot of them are actually kind of big hits right now. Maybe I'm out of touch, I have no idea. But I just thought, you know, there was a decent selection, but nothing that was too mind-blowing. They did have some classic songs, but they seemed to just be covers, which was disappointing. Just kind of alright, and there's not really anything to make this one particularly memorable. I did get to enjoy the thrills of learning about Baby Shark that you'll see later on. Somehow I missed that entry in Pop Culture Phenomena, and yeah, I've just had quite the joy and the fun playing through Baby Shark, because it is hilarious. I'm sorry, I just like laughed through the whole time playing that for the first time. It's a fun, cute little song that's good for kids. Moving past that, again, it's the signature Just Dance. There's nothing really new that I can say is in this game. There's nothing really innovative. They don't do anything fresh. Like, you could say All Stars is a fresh addition. It's their attempt at a story, which I guess is okay. I wasn't blown away by it. I don't think it's anything special, but you know, it's a nice extra to have, I guess. It's good that everything is kind of stuffed together in one very easy to scroll through UI. Tons of songs there, but it's just like, it's another release. Unless you really like the songs, I'm not sure if you're going to want to upgrade to this version, because I mean, you have the Just Dance Unlimited, which gains songs throughout the year, so you could just kind of be subscribed to that, and you're set from last year. If you're buying it for the first time, yeah, it's fun. I have a good time playing these games. I really do. I've played them the last few years straight. I think there was a gap, and I played one prior to that. So, I have experience working with this franchise, and I enjoy reviewing them year after year. It's something that I do like to do. I didn't do gameplay in the past. I just did written. So this year, trying something new, which is why I'm like, why doesn't it like 25% of the screen? Anyways, I digress. Maybe next year we'll throw in some of me dancing in the background. That'll be funny. I think this is fine for this year. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if this is the first time you're playing this, it's quite fun. You're able to control it using either the Kinect or the PlayStation Move. If you don't have those, because a lot of people don't at this point, you can just use your phone, so that you can just kind of control the game that way. It works well. There's a free app you download for Android or iOS. You get in, you move. It's very accessible in that regard. I kind of always worry about like throwing my phone or something, but I've never had an issue where my phone even slides or anything like that, so not exactly a problem. I think it works quite well in regards to tracking and stuff like that. Back in the day with the Kinect, it was really good. So I kind of missed that, but my Xbox One X doesn't have the connection support for it, so that kind of sucks. But you do what you do, right? So we use the phone app, which, again, free to download, easy to use, easy to access, takes 2 seconds to set up, and it syncs very well. No problems with that. It's actually a very smart idea to make it accessible for people just to jump in without much of an issue at all. So that's nice. And you also control the menus and everything with the phone as well when it's connected, so that's really easy going. I don't see why anyone would have any problems with that. It's very seamless and smooth there. The choreography is really well done. They go all out in regards to the songs. Bad Guy was kind of a little bit boring there, but it's kind of cool. You notice the distinct sort of visual style. They capture the aesthetic and the look of every song. Like Old Town Road was very well done in regards to how it looks and how it plays as you're going through. Baby Shark, as you're seeing right now, is an absolute gem. Do suggest that. They've got just a huge number of songs. With the main library attached to this one being okay, because I gotta keep in mind that some people don't necessarily have internet access, so they're just gonna have the base soundtrack on this one. You have to think of that, and some people won't want to buy the subscription, and that's entirely up to them. I do foresee this series perhaps just becoming a subscription-based thing down the line. You get free-to-play game, and then you buy a subscription to get access to songs. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're focusing on this one right now. So again, choreography great, lots of colors, great look, great tracking, great score setup. It's a lot of fun to play. I really do enjoy it. I have a good time with these titles. I used to play a lot of Dance Central, 1 to 3 plus Spotlight. So I've got a long history with the dancing type games. I always thought Just Dance was more casual, but you know what? It's the one that survived. And some of the routines are actually quite grueling. You get a good range there, and it doesn't really penalize you if you're not being efficient at something. So if you're a parent that's like, can my kid play this, or they're going to get angry or something, no, just jump in and have a good time. You won't have any problems. They can dance their heart's content, play as accurately as they want or not care. So this Pac-Man one is a Just Dance Unlimited song. Just wanted to note that on the screen and everything like that, just so that you are aware that this one is not included. It is with the subscription, but I wanted to add it in because I think it is absolutely hilarious and kind of a lot of fun. So they do a good job with the songs. They respect the material well. It's all right. I guess a generally solid game. It just lacks kind of innovation, in my opinion. They haven't done anything new. Don't expect anything crazy or far out there. It's just another yearly release. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, as they've got a really well done core experience. If you like the songs on here and it's your first time playing Just Dance, yeah, it's well worth jumping in. If you're coming from last year's and you're kind of iffy on the songs and stuff, not necessarily needed. It's entirely up to you. And this is just kind of giving you an idea of what's presented in this package, again with me showing off all the songs and everything like that, so you get an idea of what the library had presented at the start of the video, and then just showing off a couple routines so you can see what it looks like, get the gist of it, and get an idea of what this presents. So I think it's fun. I like it. It's cool. It's solid. Its issues are generally that it doesn't do anything too new. It is a nice celebration of the history of the franchise, which I'm sure some will appreciate. It's very accessible of a title in regards to motion or controller based with the phone, and yeah, I think it comes together for a fairly complete package.